times, yes. It was very difficult at times because there's so much going on. You're always so busy because you have class after class after class, and then you have homework after homework after homework, and you lose track of the big picture of why you're there in the first place, and who brought you there, and who's going to bring you out of it. I felt like I was close before, and then I kind of backslid in those few years in college just because I let other things come in the way, whether it was school, whether it was people, whether it was parties, whether it was just trying to fit in, trying to be accepted. You know, I let all of that get in the way of what he wanted for me, his purpose for me. And through that, he was able to just turn me around and bring me just closer to him, and closer than I've ever been before. You know, when you're in school or in high school and junior high and everything, it's you do what everyone else tells you to do, your parents. You do what they want you to do. And I stuck with this because I knew it was God wanted me to do. And it's not because my parents told me it's the right thing to do. It's because I know it's the right thing to do, and it's because God has put it on my heart that it's the right thing to do. I think every girl has the right to stand up for themselves. You know, if something's happening that you don't like, you don't appreciate, then you have the right to say, hey, I have a problem with this. Because if you don't, it's just going to keep happening. But you have to be willing to say, hey, I don't like what's happening here, and I shouldn't have to suffer because of what's happening here. First, most of the friends I found, it was because we had something in common, and that was our career choice. And so most of them I found because of my classes. And the ones, I felt comfortable around them. I didn't feel like I had to be anybody else. I didn't feel like I had to act a certain way. And those are the ones that, you know, tend to, I guess, help you along the way because they accept you for who you are no matter what. And they're not going to try to force you to do anything you don't want to do. And then again, when you start feeling uncomfortable, then you're like, maybe they're not the person I need to be with. And I think our intuition about things is more of God saying, hey, this is right or this is wrong, and we don't necessarily always listen to it. And I think our intuition is like the best thing to listen to because it's really God talking to us, and if it doesn't feel right, it's not right. I would have to go with a yes. Definitely harder. Is it more fun, more interesting? Definitely. High school, it's kind of like, oh, this is boring. I don't really want to do it, but I'm doing it anyway. In high school, there are times where I could go in and take a test and just basically have listened to the lectures. You know, in college, you couldn't do that. You had to listen to the lectures, take your notes, and study your notes. Some of the classes are fairly easy. They're a lot like high school, but my problem was in high school I never had to study. In college I did, and so that's something I struggled with. And so it took me probably a good 3 weeks to learn how to study. My school, of course, you know, there's a nursing program, and you have to be accepted into it. And once you get into it, those are the classes, they're all geared around nothing but nursing. And so it makes it fun and interesting because that's what you want to do with your life. If there's an application out there, get it, fill it out, turn it in. It doesn't hurt to fill out an application. You never know when you're going to get it. I still got financial aid because I was able to fill out everything on time. That's the thing you have to do. You have to fill it out, turn it in on time, because if you don't, you're going to miss out. Be who you are and not what anyone else wants you to be. That's it.
There you go.